This is Democracy Manifest.
Alright, so today I'm going to go over my Full Metal Alchemist mod. I'm trying to go through some of the mods that were pretty much finished but never released, either because I got lazy or switched topic or not really sure. But for whatever reason, they didn't get finished. And this one pretty much worked. I just had to tweak one or two things. And it works with anything. It doesn't modify any game files originally. It just works out of the box. I'm going to pick this guy here just to kind of show you. Damn, that's loud. Okay, there. Hopefully I'm not deaf. All right, so I was planning on making like a button here on the side, but just for right now, as I said, I put any finishing touches on this. We just have a decision. Enter Alchemy Lab here. There's supposed to be some writing here, but for some reason it's not showing up. But yeah, basically works on the Kingdom to Heaven thing. So this is the alchemy screen here. This is gonna go by the level on the. Let me go ahead and go into this guy's lifestyle. Yeah, Alchemist lifestyle here. This is test. All this is test. As I said, I didn't finish, but basically there's a few things here for be like an alchemist, and the level is what was going to show up when you actually go into the lab. And you get certain levels. You would level up by making potions, things like that. The idea is not really fleshed out. So you have your alchemy lab here. You know, so here's where you would go to construct a vial. This is going to be like the books. This is heat. You can turn the heat up, and then over time the heat will go down in case you need to construct a potion at a certain heat and construct it while it's at the proper heat level. You click here. This would be your inventory. You could sort by all this stuff here. If you click that, it brings up your beaker, and right now there's nothing inside, so it doesn't have anything. But yeah, we'll leave that up, and then for the time being, let's go ahead and access the merchant. Now this kind of stuff here, it's all really pretty expensive, but it has anything you want. Plant tools was something that I don't know. I was thinking about doing something with that. These potions are probably not going to be available, or they can, depending on whoever wants to tinker with it. But you would craft these potions. Minerals and special items. These are books that contain recipes, things like that, scrolls. I think there's rune stones somewhere in here. What is that part of the minerals? Yeah, so some of these blank rune stones you could, enchant them to do stuff, and it'll work like modifiers or whatever. So, anyways, and that's in a very expensive way to go. The other way that I had it here was, I don't care. I don't. I don't associate with that stuff. All right, so here we have a court forager. And I guess this one, we'll go ahead and select you for now. And you can send them to like gather herbs, animal stuff, food, gather minerals, or explore mysterious places. And that's where they'll come across like either books, rune stones, things like that. It takes a lot longer. This one's to get the minerals, and this one's to get the herbs. So that's the easier way to have your court forager picking up some of these items for you to use, or you can just straight up buy them. I believe I wasn't gonna have this active, but I just ended up leaving it in there because I'm like, yeah, why not? So yeah, so let's say I happen to know, I believe I know one potion. I have only have one potion in here, and I'll show you why. So um, I believe it's no, it's not. It's this one. Take that off. Um, was it red moss? Yeah, I think so. Purchase, and then actually that would come out of your. Oh no, tea leaves. So yeah, purchase. So I have two, because this one requires one to be mortared, and then this to be mortared, I believe, and this to be mortared. So once you actually like mortar those things, you can add them to the vial, depending on where the mixture is. This one, let's say red moss. And was it this one? Yes. Okay. This is the one spell I made. I just don't have time. But yeah, so once you add these on there, if you get a hit, it'll tell you exactly what it does. So if you say it says weak curing spell, removes minor elements of illness. So once you have that already in place and you have a proper spell, you can construct a vial. And if you go back into your inventory now, you'll have a potion cure small. And that would, cure certain ailments that you may have, small ones. Different levels would require different um, potions, I guess. If you want to cure the plague or something, it'll require probably a different potion. So that's where I was going with this. And so, yeah, that's pretty much the interface and how things work. You notice once you mortar something, you could have quantity of like tea leaves mortared. I believe usually three. You could also do things like, let's see, minerals. Let's say I have this crystal. Let me buy this crystal. This one you actually have to hammer. So you break it, and so you get a bunch of amethyst dust. Um, and so yeah, you get five quantity. So it's not just like one for one. You get to use some of the dust or some of the mortared um, thing, mushroom. What I wanted to do, I didn't want to do. I thought about actually making these like reduce over time due to waste, but I was like, nah, I don't want to do all that. But yeah, you would have that, and then of course you can use this thing. When you would click here, there would be a it would know that it's a potion, and then there's like a whole use it. All right, so this is me 20 minutes from now. As it turns out, the reason why we couldn't use this here is because for some reason I made it so that you have to go into potions, and then all your potions are here. And then if you want to use it, this was just like a placeholder. But basically, once you use it, it'll remove the ill trait. So all your potions you can self use here, and then for the potions for like other people, they would either come for like, let's say, an interaction where you just cure one of your people, or um, you can have something like a random notification or someone coming asking about a potion because they have an illness, and you can just write uh, an easy algorithm for that, like an on action or something, to be able to have people come to you uh, for certain things, and then you could either take like the contract to make it or not. A lot of this you can do really well now because of the adventure system. This started before the adventure system, so with like adventures, you could be like a traveling alchemist, which would be really cool if somebody wanted to code that in there. You could be like a traveling alchemist and like take up alchemy jobs. Like that'd be great. I just thought about that right now. But yeah, you just use it here inside of the potions thing. It should not be showing here. I need to probably remove that filter. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I just looked it over, then I'm just like, why can't I use that potion? And then I was like, oh, I'm stupid. Whatever. There's also like an interaction that I wanted to do. Let's say you click this here and you can use your potion on them on through one of these things. Just put like it would be like use potion and they get cured. They get cured, they gain opinion or you get money depending on what it is. You could write really endless decisions um, on this. It's a pretty great system. This person here, this person's stuck on gathering minerals and whatever. So like every month as you go, they'll just and let me fast forward this. See if this still works. But she should be going around. And what I wanted to do was check if I should do like a notification when they come back with what or whatever, or you can just go to the lab and it should be inside your thing if this still works. This still works? No, does not still work. Does not work. Okay, well, I gotta fix that. But or was it every month? I'm not even sure. Last time I touched this model was over a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago. Um, which is why I'm so surprised this shit actually is still working. Um, that's weird. Let me see. Yeah, every month. So yeah, it should have actually brought some stuff back, which is really weird. Whatever. I didn't even read that. Oh, see, this is why I don't play this all into the heaven thing. There's a bunch of stuff I don't even care about. I don't want to travel, my guy. I just want to chill. I'm just trying to do something else. Oh, see, this. I'm about to go on a CK3 rant. Y'all have overcomplicated this game like a motherfucker for no reason. This used to be like a really cool. Hey, like I have these things, and this kind of determines, some routes. And now you have like systems of like it's turned into fucking EU5 or Vicky or something, where you have like a million types of governments. Like I don't even know what these mean. Then again, I don't play these games. Maybe that's what you guys like. I don't. They overcomplicated the hell out of this thing. But I digress. So let me go back and let me see actually. Oh, okay, it's working now. It's working. Look, she brought back some ginseng, a human eye. What the shit? Okay, it must have all came at once. I must have done something weird. Anyways, it's working. Like a year and a half later, it's still working. Yeah, built to last. Um, but yeah, all these things, and I believe I translated this to all the languages too. So yeah, it's pretty done, pretty well done. And all these things you would either use to like either you can mortar or not mortar, or you could figure it out yourself, or you can actually read the books, which is like once you get books, you click on the book thing and it'll like bring up like different books and it'll give you like the what to do to get that particular potion if you're so lucky as to get a book. But yeah, there's that. Now I'm gonna go over a little bit of the coding here. Okay, I am on the. Let me see. Boom, boom, boom. Let me see if this is the correct thing. Yeah, so the way this thing is coded, all these spells are already good to go. I made 100 possible spells. And this is what happens when you construct the first spell. So I want to write like a page probably um, of what to do, but there's like four things you need to do, four things you need to edit in order to make like 100. If you want to keep going, you keep going. But for instance, the construction of the spell, this would be the first one. So you put, you add a when they construct it, you add a potion small, potion cure small, potion cure small. You need to just copy these lists that you need to add it on or put it in the appropriate list. And this is really just for sorting when you want to sort by your potions and whatnot. So yeah, if you want to make your own, you just add it in the second one. Kind of copy the same thing. Here, whatever you make, you just add your custom tooltip here. Done. And then you just do the same thing for 2, 3, 4, all the way to 99. And those are the potions. This is all done. This is automatic. You won't even need to touch that. You just need to touch this, and I believe inside triggers. Yes, then this. So 1, 2, 3 things. And if this is spell 1, this is spell 2, this is spell 3. And all you gotta do is check to see whether or not these particular things, the herb 1 mortared, red moss mortared, mushroom type 2 mortared. Of course, these are all localized, but yeah, this just checks if all these things are in the vial, and then it allows you to construct it. That's it. So if you want to make a new spell, you just grab your ingredients and throw them in here. Just change these things up. You can go up to 5 ingredients. And then, yeah, as long as you put it here, that's the check. And then that goes over to this here. Once you can construct it, it does this. It just changes your variable quantity from for the cure, small quantity, to 1. It gives you that 1 and then just adds it to the list. 1, you know this potion. 2, this is just the resources. These 2 are for the filters. Really, I mean, this is the most important one, to be honest. Just change the quantity to 1 of whatever you want to have there. Yeah. Yeah, and then again, this is just the custom tooltip there. But all this stuff is already done, so you don't even need to mess with any of this stuff. It literally is just those things. This trigger, this is what triggers whether or not you can construct it. And this is all built out to have like 100 spells. Obviously, I didn't take the time to do it because there's 1 spell in there. But it would work for any spell you want. And then for the potions, you would just go over to the potions one. And let me find that one. There's one for potions, and then you would just go there and then just add what the potion does when you use it. Just real quick, this is like how the heat goes and the heat subtracts. These listed over here are they're basically when you put the mixture inside. Let's do away with my book and let's add this to the vial. And let's add this to the vial. Well, let's just put a human eye in there. And you see how it turns red? So depending on what you put in there, what type of stuff you put in there, I don't know what this does. Now it's turned yellow. It'll just turn it different colors, and that's basically what this is pointing out. The different colors, depending on if it's an animal resource, depending on whether it's a mineral or blue for shop 1, and a green for any kind of plants. But yeah, they just changes different colors like depending on your mixture, and that's what these are. Anyways, I'll be willing to go pretty in depth if anybody's interested in this. Right now, I'm just reaching out to, I guess, whoever's still listening about, if they want to take this over, or if any modding teams or any TCs want to use it, build it into their mod, they're welcome to do so. And I'll be willing to go into more detail I just kind of skimmed the surface, but there's not too many things that you have to edit in order to get this to work. And again, it works with any mod right now. It could be a standalone thing. It doesn't edit any game files. Everything is basically, uh, yeah, standalone. So that's it. Oh, this brings out the thing too. Yeah, I think I added this because this was kind of hard to see. I don't even remember. It's been such a long time. But yeah, so this is the full medieval alchemist mod. Yeah, it's pretty much done. As you said, it's just very tedious to go through and make like 100 potions. So if you're willing to do that, go ahead, reach out. I'm normally pretty active on the Discord, the what's that thing called? The CK3 modding Discord, whatever that one is. Uh, the Modders Coop, yeah, or co-op, however you want to call it. I don't know. I'm not on either team, guys. But yeah, just let me know.